No matter where you go, it's harder than ever to survive. The unemployment rate is low, but that doesn't mean people make more money. People are working more hours at multiple jobs and are just barely getting by. After all, wages for the typical worker haven't improved since 1979, while housing, healthcare, and education have all become drastically more expensive. When each dollar counts, everyone in your household needs to pitch in and earn a paycheck. That includes your cat. Your cat needs to get a job. Look at Puma Thurman. She just hangs around all day, eating your food and sleeping in the sunspots that your hard-earned money pays for. Or Anderson Pooper. If he wants his bowl filled until he can't see its bottom, he needs to put money in the kitty. But your cat can't get just any job. It may seem easy to drop Fuzz Aldrin off to sell burritos, but after taxes, he'll earn a lot less than you'd expect. At minimum wage, Fuzz Aldrin would be in the lowest income bracket for Washingtonians. That means he'd pay about 18% of his wages in state and local taxes. In other states, he'd pay a lot less. Most states create systems that have the rich pay higher tax rates than poor and middle-class folks. Washington has done the opposite. Here, those who can least afford it pay more. Washington has the most upside-down tax system in the country. Jane Poston could start a career as a teacher, but that's not a whole lot better. As a middle-class suburbanite, Jane would pay 11% of her income in taxes. The best way to have your cat earn lots of money without paying a lot in taxes is to make her internet famous, like Kim Kardashian levels of famous. If Patti LaBelle likes to take selfies, create an Instagram account for her. Once Patti LaBelle starts making $250,000 per year, very little of her income will go to state and local taxes. While Buzz Aldrin works minimum wage and pays 18% in state and local taxes, super rich Patti LaBelle pays less than 5%. For real. Many Washingtonians feel heavily taxed and think that everyone else in Washington must feel that way too. But that's not the case. Unlike other states, rich people here pay very low tax rates, while the poor and middle class pay high tax rates. Fat cats want to keep it that way, making everyone else pay for the infrastructure they use to make their millions. From Vancouver to the Grand Muley Dam, the state of Washington relies on regressive sales, property, tobacco, alcohol, and utility taxes. On the surface, they seem fair, but they don't work out that way. Rich people may buy nicer things, but how much they buy does not scale with how much more they make. Let's use cat food as an example. When Fuzz Aldrin and Patti LaBelle go to the store, they each buy 3 cans of food per day. Fuzz gets the store brand, and Patti buys a fancy brand. But even though Patti LaBelle's food costs twice as much, she makes 10 times as much money as Fuzz. She is paying proportionally much less than Fuzz in taxes. The same holds true for houses. The cost of fat cats' houses does not scale with their income. Patti has a swank cat tree, while Fuzz has a generic cat bed. When they pay their property taxes, Patti pays only 3 times more than Fuzz, even though she makes 10 times as much money. This happens for everything, even utilities, gas, and kitty litter. And it leaves working-class felines living paycheck to paycheck, while fat cats have tons of untaxed money to invest and take out of the economy. We have a lot to pay for to keep Washington a place where we all want to live. We need to fund our schools, our clinics, and our highways. However, we keep raising property and sales taxes. This makes it harder to afford to live here. Taxes on the wealthy would help rich cats contribute an equitable share to the things we all enjoy, without making our state unaffordable for Jane Poston and Fuzz Aldrin. We don't want Fuzz to be kicked out of his house for not paying rent. We need another way.